Hello and welcome back to some more Magic the Gathering, playing some more Pauper. If you're new to the channel, we're playing some Pauper. Welcome. We're playing some mono green aggro, an old list, an old shell, an old favorite. I've not played this in a long time. Replying to a text message. I've not played this in a long time, but I've been kind of wanting to. I've had the itch to, so this is what we're playing today. If you don't know what this deck is, it's as the title of the deck, mono green aggro. We're just all green, all aggro. So 17 forests. For creatures, we have 4 Nettle Sentinels, a 2/2 that doesn't untap unless you cast a green spell, which hopefully should not be an issue. 3 Quirion Rangers, return a forest you control to its owner's hand, untap target creature, activate only once, so potentially dumping our hand a little bit. 4 Skarrgan Pit-Sulks. It has Bloodthirst 1, which means if you do damage, it comes in the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter. I was like, I gotta remember how Bloodthirst is actually a thing. Creatures with power less than it cannot block it, so not a bad card to throw on some power-ups. We have 2 Vault Skirge, Flying Lifelinker, our only non-green card in the deck. 4 Nest Invaders. When it enters the battlefield, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn. 3 River Boas with Island Walk, and it regenerates. 2 Ledgewalkers, which is hexproof and cannot be blocked with except with creatures with flying. 4 Burning-Tree Emissaries to hopefully dump more of our hand. And 3 Elephant... okay, I guess we'll go into the other stuff. Enchantments, we have 3 Elephant Guides. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3. When it dies, you create a 3/3 Elephant token. 4 Rancors, which we all probably know at this point, but gives target creature +2/+0 and trample. And whenever it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return it to your hand. And then we have our spells. We have 3 Vines of the Vastwood, 3 Vines of the Vastwood, which with Kicker, target creature can get hexproof until end of turn, and then get +4/+4. So pretty good. 3 Hunger of the Howlpack. If a creature died this turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters in target creature. Otherwise, just put 1. So the idea is we sack our Nettle Sentinel's Eldrazi spawn token. We can activate Hunger of the Howlpack. And then 4 Savage Swipes for the pseudo removal, which is target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn if its power is 2. And then it fights target creature we don't control. So that's kind of the main deck. Sideboard, we have 4 Scattershot Archers for those flying decks. We have 4 Gleeful Sabotages for the artifact or enchantment decks. And it has Conspire, which... let me look up. Conspire is a mechanic I don't really see very often, so I gotta remember. It allows the ability to be copied if you tap 2 untapped creatures that share its color. And we're in mono green, so 2 Weather the Storms, 2 Relics, and 3 Viridian Longbows, which also deals damage, 1 damage to any creature. So that's the deck. Let's get into some games. See how's we do's. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. I have a couple variations. This is the older list. I've also have played this version that has the Bayou Groff as a sack outlet with Young Wolf, which is a pretty solid version too. We also have the Colony Gardens to sack with Bayou Groff, the plant dog. But I just wanted to play the old basic boy here, the old classic, if you will. I'm also drinking. We found these Bang energy drinks on clearance yesterday. Was grocery shopping, and this one's a whole lot of chocolate, and it is a whole lot of grossolata. It is disgusting. Oh, it's basically like if you take a Tootsie Roll, set it in Monster. That's basically it. It's pretty nasty. But It's $3 for a 4-pack. So, you know, take what you get, I suppose. But come on, let's get into a game. I want to do aggro-y stuff. There we go. Keep. Pretty good hand. Would like another outlet for Burning-Tree, but we do have a double spell with Burning-Tree, so yield through turn. Next turn, we just empty our hand and pray that's going to be good enough. Oh, Soul Sisters. Yeah. Really want to get this, really want to get our hand empty before the Soul Sisters come down, which I'm assuming it's Soul Sisters. It could not be Soul Sisters. There's an opportunity that it's not Soul Sisters. I feel like a pretty good turn. This is some kind of like Soul Sistery deck, life gain deck. A lot of creatures. I would love like a Savage Swipe or something here in case they have Core Skyfisher. No, nothing. Well, we could quit drawing these lands at any time. I'm down to 2. Arms of a Deer. Fuck! Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's some kind of life gain deck, so not really like too sure if we have anything for that. Well, I'm assuming life gain, right? Every land gave them life, so it makes me think it's some kind of white-black Soul Sister, or could be Pestilence, I guess, but it makes me think it's some kind of white-black life gain deck. So, not a whole lot here. There's an argument for like Viridian Longbow in case they have Soul Sisters, but we didn't see anything, so I think I'm just gonna run it back. We don't have any additional pump spells, so I think I'm just gonna run it back. That was a crazy opening hand, though. If it's anything like normal, that opening hand is gonna be far better than anything we do the rest of the. Okay. League deck, please. Is Mono Green Aggro still a league deck? It used to be. I don't know if it still is. If it's on Goldfish's page, we'll play him. All right, opponent. You will not get to face the Mono Green Fury. Because it is not. It's weird to me, like, the lack of... We'll play you, though. I've played them several times before. Like, just the amount of, like, small... Like, I know there's more decks than this in Pauper, you know? Also, when opponents do that, I count it as a win. Mulligan. Because, why not? I'm not in love with this hand. I'm going to keep it, but I'm not in love with it. They're going first. Ooh, a mirror match. Maybe? It's probably Elves. We'll make them think it's the mirror match, though. Elves is not the best matchup for us. Because we don't have a very good way to interact with some of their dudes. Especially because they're going to dump more of their hand this turn than we are. But we are going to put a Rancor on Vault Skirge. I think I'm okay with attacking here because I don't think they're going to block this. And I don't really care about losing our Quirion Ranger if they do want to block. I didn't think they would because I think they're going to dump their whole hand this turn. Which is scary, but it is what it is. Savage Swipe would be a nice draw. Savage Swipe is going to be one of our better draws for this matchup. Viridian Longbow, 100% comes in. I think that's how you say that. Right? Yeah, maybe. Viridian sounds right. What's this guy? I've never seen this guy before. That's a new guy. A lot of shit. Getting out of hand really quick. He got 4. Holy smokes. We're dead. we're dead. We can just go to game 2. That's fine. We're not living anymore. I think this is where Elephant Guide can come out, honestly. For the longbows and just call it done. I don't love it, but there is a lot of good cards here. I'm going to keep it. I hate playing Pit-Skulk this way. I just hope we draw another land next turn. Please let me draw a land. Well, we're going to attack and just play this Pit-Skulk. Because at least this Pit-Skulk will get Bloodthirst, and then they couldn't block that one anyway, I guess. But then we have Savage Swipe online. Viridian Longbow would be a nice draw at some point, too. Attack you for 5. We're hurting on land here, that's for sure. We're really hurting on land. Why'd you keep the one-lander? Because of Savage Swipe. Ooh. That's rough. That's really rough. Unfortunately, I think we got to use this other Savage Swipe for Essence Warden. Oh, come on. Essence Warden's just going to let him push through the game too fast, unfortunately. Just because they can play so many creatures. Maybe that wasn't the right move. I don't know. Maybe we should have held on to it, but is what it is. Third Savage Swipe? Or Longbow would be nice, but I don't think we have enough mana to equip Longbow. We'll probably just need another fucking land, honestly. Nope. So why would it be? Alright, not going well for the Elves matchup. We kept a one-lander and we're getting super punished for it. This is probably where they just blow us out of the game. How'd you get 5 mana for that? Oh my god, because it triggers for ours. Son of a bitch. I can't believe you have done this. How wooed. How much mana do you need? Come on. That's pretty good. I'm just going to scoop. We don't draw a land here. I don't know if us drawing a land's going to do anything. But I want to scoop if we don't draw a land. Because I think our only out at this point is to Ledgewalker. Well, let's see what they get here. 1 Arbor Elf. Wow. Arbor Elf was good, but that could have been a lot scarier. Pretty much we need the land, Ledgewalker, and then attempt to like hunger the Howlpack, the Ledgewalker, for the damage. That's basically where we're at. They have another one, really? Well, let's see what they get with this one. A lot more. They have Timberwatch Elf. If they play Timberwatch Elf this turn, well, yeah, they can. I'm just... Alright, you win. Your deck's better than ours. I'm not playing that again. I try not to like replay the same people over and over just to get different deck matchups. You could say that I don't want to face the elf deck again and lose that badly again. That's partially right. But I try not to play the same people over and over because I try to get some variants of decks when I play. Because I'm not playing... Comment on a photo I'm tagged in? What? Oh. I'm not playing leagues, so... Which I know there's a good chance of getting paired back up in leagues, but I would like to go first. Blue. Why this hand? Why is this a thing? I'm going to keep because we do have Rancor for the 1 Pit-Skulk that we're not going to play. Not get Bloodthirst on. We can Rancor it. And then it's on Blocker Brew. Which is probably going to be my plan here. Is probably just Rancor than the other Pit-Skulk. Another elf deck? Really? My goodness, everybody's loving these elf decks, aren't they? Yeah, where were all you guys last game? Mr. Forestises? Why didn't you put the Rancor in the other Pit-Skulk? Because it was more damage. We have two bigger creatures now instead of one tiny one big one. That's my thought process anyway. These games have flown by. It's gonna be a short video. Good, it'll make up for the last couple of them that's been really long. Quit doing... Hey you, quit doing elfy things. That card. Card's the worst. Savage Swipe? One time. Off the top. Eh? Come on, one time off the top. Damn it. They were probably dead. Because now Savage Swipe won't work. I'm not going to play that person because we want a variance in decks, right? Plays Elf deck again. Then they have the Essence Warden too. Where's Arms of Hadir when you need it? That's a lot of good cards. A lot of very annoyingly good cards. You are not that good of a card. No, attack. I'm just playing the aggressor because we're going to lose to this Timberwatch Elf anyway, so why not? I think he realized his mistake. Oh no, he can block now. I don't know why he just wouldn't give it to another one. I mean, we're dead. We're dead. I mean, let's just be real with ourselves here. We're dead next turn anyway, so we'll do the same thing we did last time. Elves is not a good it's never been a good matchup for this deck, and it's not being a good matchup now. Elves is a really strong deck if you're not filled with removal. That's for sure. I think every match I've won against Elves has either been they like sputtered out and didn't have anything and mulligan to like Affinity, or I had some big board wiper after they dumped their hand. That's like the only times I've ever beat Elves. It's a good deck. I wouldn't mind playing it at some point, honestly. I've always liked... I don't know what I would need for Elves. Where are you at? You're in here somewhere. Elves, there you are. I would like to go first. Keep. I'm just going to throw out the Longbow turn 1. Probably Pit-Skulk turn 2. I mean 3. So what would I need for this deck? What are the expensive cards? Vanguard and Priest of Titania and Blue Elemental Blast. So it'd actually be really cheap to build. That's kind of cool. Give me a Savage Swipe. Nice. We're just gonna Nest Invader. Yeah, so this would be a pretty cheap deck. I don't have any of the Blue Elemental Blasts, but it wouldn't hurt to have some. But otherwise, like, I have the Weather the Storms, so I'm not gonna do the snow-covered lands. I don't know why. I don't know why you would, especially with the Ponza deck running around that deals damage if it's a snow-covered land. I don't know, like, I don't understand, like, why run the snow-covered over just a regular land, but whatever. Yeah, you need to die. I'm probably gonna Longbow kill this thing. So the question now becomes, do I want to... How do I want to play this? We could keep Savage Swipe for something bigger. Let's do this. Because then next turn we can have Savage Swipe and the Pit-Skulk set up. And then we still have the Longbow to shoot stuff with. Yeah, okay, that was a good choice on our end then to deal with Priest this turn. Because now we just get to clean up their board. Hit you for 4. They saw enough. Longbow did it. Did its thing. Longbow was longbowing, so that's good. It did what it was supposed to do. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it back. I don't think being on the draw. I think Longbow is the only thing that matters in our sideboard for this deck. Can board get a board? I mean, can green get a board wipe? That'd be kind of cute. No. I don't know. Because we do have Quirion Ranger. We don't have anything like sideboard wise. We don't have anything that's super fast. I mean, Oh, that sucks, doesn't it? I want the 3 lands in case we draw Longbow. But considering we're not really doing anything till turn 2 at minimum, it's pretty bad. Longbow? No, I'm not going to play the Pit-Skulk this turn. I think we're in trouble. Yep, we are in trouble. Well, that's what happens. You know, that's just what happens sometimes. Ugh, and Vanguard too. Yeah. Yeah, their hand was better than ours. Just by a little bit. Just a little bit. What are we gonna draw? Something useless. Think they'll fall for it? Damn it. I was real hopeful. I was really hopeful they would stick this in front of it, but probably should have known better. And they just keep having a full hand. Why do I keep drinking this Bang? Oh my god, that's so gross. Ugh. There's the Temper Watch. Lead Stampede finds them. Go on, nothing. Look at all that. Alright. Hold on. Can we, like, trick kill shot them in next turn? Possibly. I don't think so. 7. You do 9 to them? We'll send a message. How about that? I'm going to send a message to them. And then scoop to them. 1 and 2. This is an old list that's not been updated. It's not even on Magic's front page, Goldfish's front page anymore. Or I guess page, because for some reason this is the only amount of Pauper decks that exist according to Goldfish. It's not on here anymore. That's the important part. Mono green aggro is no longer viable enough to be on here, which is fine. But we played against 2 elf decks. And I want to throw that out there because elf has not ever been a good matchup for me with this deck. Just because we don't have very good removal. We just have Savage Swipe and Longbow, which Longbow obviously did its work when we played against them in Game 2, that last match, but we played against 2 elf decks, to my chagrin. But that's the thing, is like this deck was never that good against elf against the elf deck to begin with. So it is what it is. I still love this deck. I still like a lot of what this deck's doing. I've played other variants before with like this deck where you got the Bayou Groff. I've played a Golgari kind of aristocrat-y version that was submitted by Boolia. And yeah, I do like this deck a lot. I think this deck is a pretty solid deck. I honestly like, if I went to like a Pauper F&M or something like that, I would take it with me because I think it's a solid deck as long as I don't sit across from Elves twice in a row. Obviously every deck has some bad matchups. I'm sure there's other ones than just Elves. I just know my track record with this deck against Elves has been pretty poor. So take that, you know, as it is. But I do like this deck a lot. I think this deck is pretty good. I don't know if there's any updates for this deck that would make it a bit better than what it is. I'm not entirely sure there is. Also, I'm not entirely sure what you would change for like maybe the state of the meta right now too. So yeah, this is still a fun deck. I still like it. 1 and 2 today kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Been a lot of 1 and 2s here recently, but it is what it is. If you enjoyed it and you're not subscribed, pressing that subscribe button helps out a lot. And if you press the little bell notification, it will apparently let you know anytime I upload videos. I do Magic about 3 times a week, mostly almost completely in Pauper. But I also do some other video games too. I do a bunch of other video games. So if you want to check any of that stuff out, it's there on the channel. I also have a link in the description below to my movie channel where I just talk about movies. So there's that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you later. Peace.